Let's listen to a little bit more. And I'm going to say this. The curtain is coming down on this system. A lot of you Israelites, your favorite cousins, your favorite uncles, your relatives, maybe some of your children, a lot of you are going to die. So get your mindset. Don't be surprised if you drive down the street and you see a dead body out on the road, because there's going to come a point where your local police will not come, and your EMS. There's one story of this one particular police department that they don't take all the calls. They just take the emergency calls because of the gas or affecting those police departments. This system is coming down. This system is crumbling. They said the gas, as of yesterday, Saturday, went up past $5 as a national average, and it kept going up and up and up and up. It went down a little bit 2 months ago, and it kept going right up. And like these app-based businesses, Uber and Lyft and DoorDash and stuff, a lot of there's strikes going on. What is that? Strikes. Yeah, strikes going on because of the gas. And they're not, and the Uber's not raising the price. Matter of fact, they're bringing down the prices. So, like I said, I've been working all year. This last month, I worked maybe 3 weeks because of the freaking gas. I said all my profit is being eaten up by gas. Then I try to go out again, so people they're talking about Uber and Lyft and these app-based businesses that you got to drive around in a car. They're gonna all crash. Ain't nobody working for nothing. People work so they can get paid, so they can pay the bills. Everything's going up across the board. Why? This is the fulfillment of the scriptures. To name a few scriptures, Second Ezra 15, Second Ezra 16, just to name a few. Revelation chapter 6, the black horse. A measure of wheat for a barley, and a measure of wheat for a penny, and a measure of barley for a penny, and a penny represented the denarius, which is a day's wages. So we told them, brothers, yesterday, if you can stock up a little bit, go ahead and stock up, just for the sake of you can't get the food maybe in 2 months, or if you find what you need, the prices might double, triple, quadruple, go up 100-fold, 200-fold. That's called hyperinflation. This system is crashing, and many people will die. People close to you will die. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect scattered across the four corners of the four winds of the earth. All right, four corners of the planet Earth. All right. And it says paramedics are leaving in droves as ambulances calls almost double. Call outs almost double, man. All right, this economy is crashing, man. All right. And as you've seen in the video, before, okay, Apostle Zahar was going into it, man. Okay, this is the fall of an empire, man. A lot of people are going to die, man. All right, a lot of people are going to die, man. All right, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to pull one precept and I'm going to close out. It says the number of calls for an ambulance in England have almost doubled since 2010, with warnings of record pressures of the NHS on the NHS that are seeing A&E patients stuck in corridors and many paramedics quitting the job, man. All right, and we know here in America, Babylon the Great, okay, a lot of people since the beginning of the C-19 pandemic, a lot of people, a lot of nurses, ambulance employees, they walked off because the juice was mandated, man. All right. And, a lot of people weren't taking that shit, man. Now look at the after effect of this, man. All right, this is over in England, okay? When it hits America, it's going to be even worse, man. All right. It says, why? Because the Lord said he was going to pay double unto Babylon, man. All right, because America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, is is a whore, man. And the Lord said he was going to, a whore shall be burned with fire, man. You can get that in the law, man. All right. And it also says America is going to be destroyed within 1 hour. And Yahweh shall also say he's seen Satan fall as lightning, man. All right. This is the fall of an empire, man. All right. A lot of people are going to die, man. All right. It says an increase in people seeking emergency treatment, GPs unable to cope with demand, and cuts to preventative care are all being blamed for the figures, man. The analysis carried out by the GMB Union found that there were 7.9 million calls in 2010 through 11. By 2021, however, the number had risen to 14 million, an increase of 77%. Over the same period, the number of ambulance workers has risen by just 7%, heaping more pressure on staff, man. All right. And that, more pressure on the staff can also deals with mental health issues, stress issues, as far as depression. Okay, this is, more work equals more, it takes a toll on you, man. Okay, and that, that could end up in more people quitting, man. All right? People don't want to pick up more work for less pay, man. Even if it was whatever they asked for, they still wouldn't want to do more work, man. Because that's a hard field, man. Okay, being in a medical field is a hard field, man. All right. So imagine what they're going through, man. Okay, imagine when the fullness of this downfall of this empire, right? Imagine at the fullness of the downfall, man. A lot of just imagine, man. You're not gonna be able to. Look, the Detroit police said they're not even answering calls if it's not important because of gas prices, man. All right, so what is the ambulance gonna do, man? It says, while the figures represent all calls for an ambulance, some of which go unanswered and do not lead to a vehicle being sent, they reveal the increasing pressures that have led to claims that patient safety is being put at risk by ambulance waiting times, man. There has been a significant increase in the number of the most serious safety incidents logged by paramedics in England over the past year. Ambulance workers will hold a demonstration on Sunday outside the GMB's annual Congress, which begins in Harrogate. There have been repeated warnings that cuts in social care are also having knock-on impacts, with emergency services often picking up the slack and dealing with patients in crisis. All right. This is kind of a skim. Let me go skim through it to see what it says. All right. The average response time for serious ambulance calls was 51 minutes In April 2022, compared with 20 minutes a year before, man. Meanwhile, the GMB said more than 1,000 ambulance workers have left since 2018 to seek a better work-life balance, better pay, or to take early retirement. Showing you that, people not with this shit, man. People not about to take on more work, and right? Just imagine all the shit they see while they're out there. Gunshot victims, overdose victims, right? All types of shit, man. Okay, and once again, that could take a toll on your mental. Okay, it could stress you out. Okay, can take it. All these things can do a lot to your soul, your spirit, man. All right, and then I see why Apostle Hart says if you're in the medical field, you need to disattach from that shit, man. All right, because first and foremost, because they're gonna mandate you having a Vanessa, and also they're gonna push that chip too, right? But yeah, man, this is about to be crazy, man. All right, and I got one precept to put. This is prophecy, man. It says Paul, a paramedic and GMB deputy branch security, said he had recently seen a crew waiting almost 10 hours between arriving at a hospital and transferring a patient to hospital care. They arrived at the hospital at 20:31, which is almost like it's like 8, 8:15. He said they then cleared from the hospital at 5:48 in the morning, which is almost 5:30. All right, the impact of the lack of resources is affecting the ambulance service. We are also seeing people becoming aggressive to the ambulance crew because they waited hours upon hours in an ambulance, man. And we know that if you're in a serious and critical condition, hours and hours, it can feel, the pain and the agony that you're going through. You could probably die from that shit, man. All right, for heart attack, stress, right? Hey, this is why we depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, this is why Yahweh Shem Yahushua's name is in the earth right now, man. Because he's gonna protect his elect during Jacob's trouble, man. All right. And a lot of people, it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe, man. Proverbs 18:10. Right. We're not gonna have to worry about any of these things, right? Your family, your friends, they're gonna go through it. But we're spiritually getting prepared for them to go through that, man, because we're gonna have to see these things. We're gonna have to make sacrifices during these times, man. All right. Ultimately, they're all gonna come back in the kingdom anyway. All right. And then they're not even right in the mind, in the spirit, on this side anyway, man. So hey, just cut them off, man. All right. What the Lord say? Tell the guy. He said. This dude said, "Let me bury my father." Yahweh told him, "Let the dead bury their dead." Right? Meaning, fuck them, really, man. All right. We used to have crew we call lifers. You join and you're there for the rest of your life until you retire. But now we are seeing people do 2 or 3 years and then going to get better jobs. Maybe a GP practice or become a university lecturer. There are no nights, no weekends. You're in a nice, clean environment. It comes after a nurse was filmed during patients at an overcrowded A&E department that could wait up to 13 hours to see a doctor, man. Exactly. And that's mainly it, man. That's it. You get the gist of it, right? This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. Verse 19, it says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." All right. So everything that's being done are this judgment. Okay, these scourges, which means it's a whip, right? A scourge is a whip. An amendment, it says, are being sent for amendment, which means correction, man. All right, and it's who was the Lord sending this to? Okay, you Negroes, Latinos, and Seminole Native Americans who are the Israelites, man. You know, this famine, plague, and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment to you, man. All right, because why? Because you know, you're off, man. The Heavenly Father has called you back, and you have cast His words behind thee, right? This is why you're gonna suffer a painful death, man. Scripture say, "Let the multitude perish that was born in vain," man. And you are born in vain. Why? Because you're living. You really don't have no purpose in life, man. Your main purpose is to keep the commandments, right? What is that? Ecclesiastes 12, right? Uh, the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High, keep the commandments, man. You don't even do any of those things, man. All right, why? Because we've tried your spirit, and your spirit is off. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from the wickedness, right? So these people are not, all this prophecy going on, economic collapse, stock market collapse, cryptocurrency collapse, food prices going up, gas prices going up, inflation, all right, rolling blackouts coming. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And all these things that's going on is scourges, man, correction. Okay, it's to whip you, man. All right. And these people, the scriptures say, why should I be stricken anymore, man? The whole head is sick. They're gone, man. All right, our people love getting treated like shit, man. And they're going to do whatever they can do to stay in the society and be treated like shit, man. All right. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. And it's the time we in right now. Victuals was so good cheap upon earth, but now they're not, man. All right. But they think it's cheap and they think it's still gonna go back down, you know. All inflation always happens, This is nothing new. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. And this is the point right here. Once again, it says famine, man. A lot of people gonna perish of famine, man. And the other that escape hunger shall the sword destroy. And the sword is who? Okay. What does the sword represent? Guns, man. You got a lot of gunplay going on out here, man. Especially coming from Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, okay? Mainly the government, okay, is gonna come down. Okay, military branch, police branch. Okay, that's the sword, man. It's just gonna kill a lot of you jakes, man. It says, and the dead, right? Just the point. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. All right. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, man. All right, because once this economic collapse hits, even worse, child unemployment rises. Okay, there's not gonna be any ambulances in these times, man. All right, you're gonna have to depend on yourself, man. And well, not yourself, but Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, those who the Lord have called back are gonna depend on Yahweh Shem Shai. But those of you who have scoffed, okay, took everything as a joke, okay, you're gonna depend on yourself or the devil, man. And we know you're gonna depend on the devil, man. All right, and I gotta close and out. I got a video, and I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna put that at the end, right? Cause that is, Southern Prepper 1. He even went into it, man. It's prophecy, man. Okay, the medical field is being destroyed right before our eyes, man. All right. And I'm going to close out with that, man. That's why it's really important to take care of your body. Watch what you eat, fast, pray, and watch what you eat, man. All right. I can't afford to be out here fucked up during these times, man. Excuse my language, man. All right, your body is the temple. All right, remember that. I'm going to close out with that. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.
Funeral director places. This is interesting from a licensed funeral director. So he's in charge there. He does the embalming. He's been in the same funeral home for almost 30 years. He's been in the business forever. He knows this business. He's saying that every supply that they use from caskets, the concrete vaults, to all the other stuff, embalming fluid, and go on and on, has gone up. Since January, an increase of 10 to 50% on general items. Using his crematorium, it has tripled the cost because of the gas prices up. Triple the cost. So it's painful living, and it's going to be awfully painful when you die because it's going to cost you a lot more money.